If you're teaching in a multi-age classroom, there may be times when you want to assign the same activity to all of your students, and other times when you want to differentiate the activities you're assigning based on the student's grade and needs. To see how to do this, go ahead and click on the green plus sign, click on Assign Activity, find the activity that you want to assign. So maybe I want to assign this activity on emotions to all of my students to check in and see how they're doing. So first I'm going to edit this so that it doesn't say K for kindergarten there in the name of the activity. So I will go to Edit Activity, since I've already made a copy of this, and I'll take out the K, and then I'll go ahead and save this. Again, I could add my own voice to really customize this for my students if I feel like they need that audio support. And then I can click on the Assign button. Now I can go ahead and I can click on both of my classes for all of my students. So if I have a multi-age classroom with kindergarten, first and second grade students, I'll have two classes because the kindergarten students will be in a separate class. I can click on the Assign to Two Classes button to go ahead and assign this to all of my students. If I want to see how this activity looks with sample student in my kindergarten class or in my first and second grade class, I can click on those links here at the bottom of this pop-up box, or I can just close this and go back to class. Now sometimes I might want to differentiate the activities I'm assigning based on the student's grade level or again on their needs. I can click on the Add button, Assign Activity. I can find that activity that I want to use. So maybe this alligator math activity, focusing on greater than, less than, and equal to. Again, I've already made a copy of this activity. I could edit this if I want by tapping on the three dots down here in the bottom corner and edit. Here I could change these directions if I want. So maybe I want them numbered. So I'll add some numbers in front of those. And maybe I want to change this second direction a little bit. So maybe I want to say, move the alligator mouth to the correct number set to show greater than, less than, or equal to. And I think there's still too many words in there. Let's see, move the alligator mouth to the correct, there we go, number set to show greater than, less than, or equal to. Again, I can add my voice here by tapping on Add Voice Instructions. I can tap on the mic and I can record myself reading these directions, providing that great audio support for my students. Once I've finished doing that, I can tap on the Save button. And now I can assign this activity by tapping on Assign. And if I just want to assign this to my first grade students, I can tap here on my class for first and second grade. But if I want to assign just to first grade students, I'm going to tap over here on the right side to Edit Students. And I'll uncheck all students here, and I will go through and I will just check in front of my students that I put a number 1 in front of to remind me that they are in first grade as I'm getting to know my new students in my class. So I can quickly go down my list here and check off all of my students who are first grade students. Once I have checked them all, then I can tap on the check mark in the top right. And now I can assign that activity to just my first graders by clicking on this Assign to One Class button. I can see here that I'm really only assigning it to 8 students out of my class.